developed by Guido van Rossum in the year 1991. Guido van Rossum picked the name Python from the TV show Monty Python's Flying Circus. Yes, that was how Python was named. If you look at the logo of Python carefully, you will notice that it has two intertwined snakes. Guido van Rossum released Python for the public on 20th February 1991. For now, I think I have given you a bit of introduction about Python. We will see more introduction about Python as and when we proceed. For now, let's start writing our first Python program. Okay, so I have created a folder in my PC and here I will be going to save all my Python programs. Now let's start writing our program in the notepad. I want to tell you about a concept called Python comments. Comments in Python are written by writing any sentence after the hash. Whatever is written after the hash will be considered as a comment in Python. For example, the first code that we are going to write is addition of two numbers in Python. So here I'll be writing a comment as hash, that is what is used to write a comment, adding two numbers. Comments in Python can be used for giving important details about the program. They can be used to suggest which function, why is it written, or for anybody, to help anybody to know what is written in your code and why. So it is basically helpful to you as well as the person who is viewing your code. Now we start writing our first Python program. We will consider two variables since we are supposed to add two numbers. Variables are basically used to store values in the Python memory. For example, my first variable is num1. So num1 is equal to say 5 and num2 which is equal to say 8. Num1 and num2 are variables. I have written them as num1 and num2. You could write it as maybe a, b or any variable name that you like. Variables can have any name, but there are certain rules that you must follow to write variables, which we will cover in our next video. But for now, let's stick to it that we have taken two variables, num1 and num2, and these are the values that I have assigned to variable 1 which is 5 and variable 2 which is 8. Now we are supposed to add these two numbers. So I am considering the third variable which is sum. So sum is equal to num1 plus num2. Now what have I done is I am going to store the addition of num1 and num2 in the variable sum. Also, this equal to is basically an assignment operator, which means I am assigning 5 as a value to num1, 8 as a value to num2, and the addition of num1 and num2 to the variable sum. Okay, so since we know that 5 plus 8 is 13, so my output should be 13. To check whether our program is right, we will run this program, that is, we will execute it. But before that, it is very important to write the print statement. Print statement will basically display your output output. That is, it will display the output to the user. Now, the syntax for writing the print statement, that is the way to write the print statement, is print and then two circular brackets. Inside these circular brackets, whatever is to be displayed as it is, you are supposed to write it in double quotes. For example, I want the user to know that I am finding the sum. So I will write the sum equal to. Okay, you could write the addition is anything that you write inside the double quote will be displayed as it is. Okay, and then I put a space and a comma, and I am supposed to print the value of the variable sum. Okay, so I am writing comma sum. Now, what this print statement will do is it will basically print whatever is inside the double quotes as it is. It will display whatever is inside the double quotes as it is, and then when it sees a comma, it will then go to the variable sum, get the value which is stored inside the variable sum and display it. So let's run our program. We are going to file and we will be going to save as. Now we will be going inside new volume D. We will be going inside my folder, and here I will be writing the name of my file. Say I want to write sum and then .py. .py is a very important extension because it will tell that this is a Python file. You are supposed to give the extension as .py and then save as type. I am supposed to do all files here and then save. Now I'll go to this PC new volume D, that is D drive, my folder, and then inside my folder I have saved this file sum. From here I will just type cmd and enter. Now I will write Python space my file name, that is sum.py, and see, I got the sum equal to 13. So we have successfully executed our first Python program. In the next video, I am going to tell you the rules for writing variables. Thank you.